Today is about day 7 of when we signed the paperwork for our new house. And so this week I've just been trying really hard to get the closets cleaned out, everything you don't see basically. I have sold a few big pieces of furniture and some other stuff, but mainly I'm really just working on the closets because there's a lot of closets in this house and they're all pretty full. And I really haven't shown you a lot of that process, but I am going to show you today. So I'm in one of my guest rooms. This actually was my mother's room when she comes to visit. So she has taken over the closet in here, and I want to show you what that looks like. So both my parents, and my mother-in-law spend extended period of time with us here in Florida. So they both live, my mother-in-law lives in the Northeast and my mother lives in the Midwest in Ohio. So, we, at Christmas time, we have a full house. Sometimes we even have aunts and uncles and cousins and nieces and nephews come at the same time. So this house has been really nice for that because we have room for everybody and we have room for everybody's stuff, and everybody can sort of scatter and go their own way, which is great. But I can't justify keeping this big house just for that small period of time during the holidays when people are here. So, however, I did want to show you what happens in closets in big houses. Okay, so I am standing in the guest room. This closet here is one of the smaller closets in the house. It's not very big, thankfully. But this is only my mother's stuff. And when I open this, you're going to be shocked at the amount of stuff in here. And let me just tell you that every single closet in this entire house looks exactly like this one, except it's just not my mother's stuff. So that is why this process is taking so long, because it's not really necessarily the things that you see, like your couch and stuff like that, the big stuff. It's all the things that you don't see that take up so much time and energy and really fill up the space. So I want to tell you before I show you this, and before I show you the hallway right outside, which is my stuff, that I have gotten rid of at least probably, I think I've done 6 or 7 now trips to Goodwill. I have done 2 or 3 trips to Once Upon a Child, Style Encore, and Plato's Closet with just clothes, just my clothes and my kids' clothes. And from those loads, one load I took over to Style Encore had 12 bags, 12 giant garbage bags full of clothes, more than I could even barely carry, so many. And then the child's, the Once Upon a Child, I think I've taken 10 garbage bags over to them of clothes and toys and stuff that the kids don't want anymore. And let me just say that I do this on the regular as it is. I donate on the regular, I sell things on the regular. So this is probably what I've just accumulated since a year ago, a ton, so much. So I really haven't shown you a lot of that because it's kind of embarrassing actually. I have so much stuff, it's actually embarrassing. And nobody, I know that I got kind of caught up in consumeristic behavior, and it's enough. So with that being said, I'm going to show you this closet that's my mother's. Here, I'm going to swap this over. Okay, so as you can see, it's just a normal size closet. Okay. Every inch is full. So as you can see by this closet behind me, this is my mother's closet in my house, y'all, too. I get it honestly. When the fact that I collect and hoard stuff, I get it honestly. My mom, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, she was with us from December to March. And in that time, this is what she accumulated or brought from Ohio and accumulated while she was here. And she hasn't stayed with us for that long in 2 years. So, for the last 2 years, they come at Christmas, they're here for 2 weeks or maybe 2.5, 3 max. But we're still storing all of this stuff for her. So, I'm going to show you, okay, I'm going to open up my little, my little closet of sins here and show you just one of my closets emptied and the amount that it is. Okay. So behind me is a closet that I'm working on emptying. I'm going to step into my son's room here so you can see it. Okay. So this is a pretty big closet, and this was only my photography studio stuff. So it's like props and newborn wraps and newborn beds and blankets and stuff like that. That's all that was in this closet. And as you can see, there's like some flower arrangements and some pillows up there that I use for photography. But that's all that was in this closet. And let me show you what it looks like when it's in the hallway. Okay, this is what translates from just that closet alone. When you're tearing out closets, it's really easy to get overwhelmed, and also like you just want to throw everything away, which I am throwing a ton away, but like this is for my business, so I have to keep it. But yet it takes up a ton. Like I already got 3 of the largest totes that you can buy full of stuff, and then I still have stuff in the hallway. So it's just a ton. Like when you consider that, like just closets alone, like this can probably, like just what came out of that closet can probably fit in that 1,600 square foot house. But it does get worse before it gets better, and it will get better. But I'm just showing you, because I'm being real here, friends. I'm showing you what it looks like when you're downsizing. This is what my master bedroom closet looks like. Now we have 2 master bedroom closets, one large one that's connected to the bathroom, and then one small one, which is the his closet. This is the smallest closet. Like this is the his closet in our master bedroom. So it looks like a lot because it's kind of full, but even though there's empty space, this is monumental, friends. Like for me, like this is very, very much downsized. What I did too is I didn't try anything on. So I looked at it, even if I liked it, I knew if I tried it on, I would love it and want to keep it, because everything that I have fits me and I like. It's cute. It's not that it's not out of style. It's not that it's not cute. It's just, I just don't wear it. Like if I won't go in the closet and put it on today, then it needs to go. So that made it a lot easier to kind of downsize things because I didn't try it on. If you take everything out of your closet and try it on, you're going to keep way more than if you look, nope, or whatever. And I know I'll do it again too, you know, before this is all said and done. Several years ago, when I took up a spare room in this house, took up a spare room, a big spare room in this house, like 20 by 16 or something like that. I took it up for my closet, dressing room, and office. And when I converted that room into my studio, I had to downsize some of my clothes, which I did. And then I had clothes here, there, and everywhere. I had racks in my room and I had the small master bedroom closet, which is what's behind me, and I still do. So even though this looks really full, it is less than 40% of the clothes that I actually had just a few months ago. So let's face it, I'm gonna have to pare this down a lot before we move into that 1,600 square foot house, but this was what I was willing to let go before we close. Like once we close on the house, or once we know that it's gonna go through and we have an offer on our house and all that, and our house is under contract, then I can feel more confident about getting rid of everything I own instead of getting rid of all of it at once, and then and then we don't move and I have an urge to recollect things, because I don't want to fill this house up again, even if something with the deal falls through and we don't end up getting like downsizing and we have to keep this house. Like I just don't want to fill it up again. So anyway, so this is the progress so far. It's been 1 week, but it's been every day, friends. Like I can't sleep because I'm so full of anxiety about all the work that I have to do to get the house listed and to get our things pared down. But I feel really good at the same time. It feels cathartic and it feels great because the less things I have, I feel like the stress is just going. Like it's just going away, which is awesome, which is the point of this whole thing. And even if we don't move, it's still a good exercise. But empty space means I fill it up sometimes. So trying not to do that. I definitely don't have an urge to shop or buy anything new right now. So this is where we are so far. Progress, friends. There's another closet behind me, totally empty. So now I'm in my littlest son's room, and I'll spin around so you can see what it looks like. And I'm showing it to you now because I think this is probably the cleanest it's ever been. When we cleaned this 2 days ago, I will show you the footage of what it looked like before. You would not believe it. It was bad. I mean, I took 2 full garbage bags out of here of just trash. Okay, my little one loves to like throw wrappers on the floor and collect plates and glassware and all that stuff. So I want to show you now, I want to tell you my #1 tip for clearing the clutter in your children's rooms and even perhaps your husband's areas. Get rid of the surfaces. So as you can see, like behind me, like there is no dresser, there is no side table, nothing. There is a bookshelf, okay, it's full of books, but the books are rarely on it, but a bunch of trash is. So that's my tip for today. My #1 takeaway is if you want to have clutter-free areas, get rid of the surfaces for them to lay stuff down on. I'll show you the closet tip. We've pared down some of the clothes, even though it's hard to tell because he gets his own clothes and he gets my older son's clothes. But next is removing all the camping sleeping supplies from the top of the closet. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching as I go through this crazy downsizing process. I really, really appreciate your support. So if you would please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the new posts, that would really help me out to keep bringing some good content to you over the next little while here. Also, if you're into DIY projects, please don't forget to check out my other channel at Decor Sauce. I'm so happy that you're following along and that you're here and through all this craziness that's going on right now. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll meet back here very, very soon.